Yes, so coming to Zoll, this is one of the new copilot from SAP that you have already seen that it's going in and around for the AI space, which is like upcoming, which is already like taken a great space in the market, and it is also like proving its abilities and capabilities also in organizational front for the enterprise level in serving the enterprise organizations, key statements whatever they want to have it. Okay, so let me share with you a few things before I go into it. So I don't need any introductions here because all these introductions are already, like will take some time for us. So that is the reason I'm just, going with my introduction only. So it will not kill any one of our time. It's a major thing for that. One before precaution, I'm just telling you, like this is completely a training which can be done, for the people of SAP, non-SAP. So don't think that whether it can be suit for SAP, suit for non-SAP. No, if you have SAP knowledge, much good. If you don't have it, whatever you learn, that will be enough for you to drive in your career as well. Okay. Right. So in this next 45 minutes or 35 minutes, whatever, we'll explore what Joule is and why it is SAP built in. And, and most importantly, how it can transform the way we work with the enterprise systems. By the end of the session, you'll not only understand the architecture, but yes, you will get some insights of Joule as well. Okay. Yeah. So let me start into this. So this is the agenda for webinar, guys. A small disclaimer. Right. I already given my introduction, so I said no introduction. So SAP is not required. Yes. So we start with like people might ask that what is the job market before going for this. Because when they want to enroll, they want to understand this. Is the job market for Joule is uprising? Like in a very speed and very what do you want to say linear manner. Because we are seeing, especially not like a Joule consultant. Yes, you can be called it as part of a like Joule A specialist, a developer for Joule, or like who understands Joule. These kind of consulting opportunities are coming on the AI space in accordance with AI. So you will specifically see on Joule this profiles and positions in the market wherever you are going to like search for this. Yes, who have underwent trainings or who have actually worked on this, they are getting good job prospects also on the AI perspective, especially from the Joule, from SAP's perspective. Okay. And yes, the job market is here. The median will be at 1.1K from North American front and American front. We have just taken these studies, and then just, giving you here. This is the average salary pay scales, that we have for this particular module. Okay. Yeah. And what are the fields that leveraging means? Like there are many fields that are leveraging this module, but specifically these are the uprising modules are there, like finance and banking, the manufacturing, transportation, logistics, especially public sector, government and media entertainments, healthcare, pharma. These are all the major ones where people need these Joule. Because one thing you have to understand, like you will be understanding now in this Joule, it's not a copilot more than a copilot. So we will understand all those things in this demo. Okay. Yeah. So this is the course objectives. Anyways, I'll show you end of the session what are the course contents that we are going to cover for this. These are the course objectives majorly for what we are going for Joule. Okay. I'll explain you course objectives also. So it won't be good enough if I talk about that. So the prerequisites are you don't need any strong foundation, but if a foundation on AI concepts and core concepts are there, which will be good because people already in SAP can make it easily. People who are new to SAP, they might have to little, like do a homework also on that for understanding things and making things on that. Okay. So rest of things are good. And people who know BTP from SAP, they can also easily drive this because this platform is on SAP BTP so that people of BTP can easily understand and, easily collaborate into the tool as well. Okay. And the second part is who don't know BTP, as we are going anyway in the training sessions, we will be discussing that. So you can get into it, not an issue. Yeah. So who should take this course? Yes, developers, AI specialists, architects, professionals, anyone can who want to take it, POC leaders or, like who are doing concepts, pre-sales guys. So anyone who want to leverage on the generative AI from especially from the Joule's perspective, they can take this training. They're allowed to do it and they can it will also add a value for them as well. Yeah. So the training benefits and all these things, our support team will take the last 5 minutes for this to understand you on the LLMs portal, and then they will tell you all these things. So I will be going with my thing. Yeah. So what is Joule? See, Joule is a SAP's generation AI digital assistant or generative AI digital assistant. So this is embedded across the SAP apps. Like when I'm saying SAP apps, so lot of applications are there from SAP. You can say S4HANA or Ariba or SuccessFactors or DataSphere, whatever it might be. So across these applications, this is embedded actually. So think of it like, as you generally do chat GPT for the normal things, whatever you do. For SAP also, it's kind of a tool which will similarly like that, but it is more than that. Okay, I'll tell you why more than that. This is business context aware, which is native of SAP. So unlike all the generic AI copilots, Joule understands the business semantics or roles and authorizations in SAP. For example, if you ask Joule about your pending invoices, it won't give you random data. It pulls directly from your company's secure S4 system. So don't come to a conclusion if I'm saying secure S4 system, is it a proper, is it violating the security concerns? No, nothing like that. Everything is inline in it. I'll explain you one by one on this. Okay, I'm giving an example for that. Okay, so Joule has these type of capabilities which will actually embed and talk into the, which will like make things into it. So as I said, it transforms how users interact with ERP from basic clicks and transactions to the conversations and insights as well. Okay, so Joule leverage, let me pull this. So your Joule leverage LLM. What is LLM? Large language models. Okay, so this large language models, they leverage whatever the information that you want from the enterprise context. Whatever you want on the enterprise level information, from that context, it will fix it. Okay, so as I said, this is embedded in the S4 HANA or other SAP modules like Ariba, SuccessFactors, DataSphere, whatever it might be. Okay, so this is about the Joule. It is native to SAP. So you can ask anything in SAP. Okay, so if you, the first question comes into our mind, like, okay, fine, you are saying native to SAP. So what is the benefit I get, from other co-pilots on this? Yes, let me come to the comparison before I go into the deep into the subject also. So when you go to the other co-pilots like your chat GPT or Google Gemini or something, so those are all what they are general purpose AI. So you can ask anything in that. Okay, you can ask weather, you can ask the political situations, you can ask something. These are all dependent on what? These are dependent on some databases. They will generally refer some websites, they will get some data, and they will hallucinate also. Because what these other co-pilots do is they will hallucinate. It's not 100% correct, whatever they are providing. So it should not be, you should not relevant on them. You should not rely on them. Okay. So these general purpose AIs will be a problem for you because whatever the solutions they might propose, they might give will not be 100% truth because hallucination is there in that. But in Joule is a completely enterprise and business process copilot, which is designed for business only. And this is the reason I told you it is SAP native. So whatever the SAP products, whatever the SAP business processes are there. So that you can ask them that particular things, you can get them, that particular automations, you can make them, a lot of things you can do from the Zoll itself. Okay. So this is basically for the core focus is for this ERP and business process on. Okay. So let me draw a table for your better understanding. Where are we with this with the other co-pilots? Okay, so the main point that comes into here is the integration. So Joule, as I said, it is native in SAP. So in all modules, it can be easily integrated. So SAP is doing the integration with almost all modules. Now you can see a diamond icon, everywhere you're going in the cloud environment. So public cloud or even your BTP or even some other the other modules also is seeing this diamond icon, which is Joule, which means it is integrated in the Joule. Okay, so almost all modules, like you see now, everything is getting replaced by S4 HANA from ACC. In a similar manner, in the coming future, everything will be integrated with Joule as well. So Joule is your platform where it will help you to make applications, to get the data, and to automate your processes as well. A lot of things will happen on Joule. Okay. So now on the chat GPT, this is deeply embedded bot. This is deeply embedded, or I can say it will stand alone, or this majorly works through APIs only, or some of your plugins, whatever you generally do. So whatever you ask, it gets from that only. And this is very native to Google, as you know, everyone. So this will integrate all the Google based APIs, and all the plugins, whatever it has it, your Gmail, Sheets, Docs, whatever the Android, everything. So that is where this integrations happen, where this Joule integration will be business. Okay. On the confirm of data context, this is completely business context aware. So what I mean to say, if you ask about GL, if you ask about APs, you ask about an AR or procurement or OSS note or something which is relevant to SAP, it will definitely answers you on that. But whereas if you ask the same thing here, these two will hallucinate. Okay. So these will give you a document or context aware of it. They won't give you exact. This is also same thing. This is also completely conversational. Okay. This is also conversational, and this is from the Google ecosystem. Okay. This is at the context level, data context level, what I'm saying. Coming to security, one of the important thing which we will talk on this is enterprise grade security, Zool is, wherein which it has all the SAP trust built is there, and role based access and authentications will be provided. Like whatever we are seeing, right? In SAP, people, when you're logging, they are not entitled to use something, they're not able to allow into the transactions. A similar way, in Zool also, you will not be able to see whatever you are not entitled to see. That is where the restrictions are. Okay. And then here, if you can see, as if I know, there were no restrictions right now. So it was completely the data stored, processed externally will be there. This is the enterprise control limit will be there here. Okay. Because it's open to public. And whereas in Google Gemini also, this is also through your Google Cloud AI security, they generally follow. They are following all the AI security principles only, but these are all generic. Okay, not as a whole not for the specific entity or something like that. Okay. Now on the customization, when it comes to customization from Joule Studio, you can have all the custom skills you want to link in it. Skills means whatever the applications that you want to build and ask for on the chatbots kind of things, all the utilize them to generate some coding specifics on that, like these are things you want to do, you can do it from this particular thing, which is custom skills linked to it, linked to your basic CDS views. People who are on technical part, they'll understand CDS views. These are core data service views, and then the APIs, whatever are there, those will be linked to it. Okay. And here, whereas here you have all the open plug ecosystems are there. Okay. These are all customizable prompts. You can give a prompt and if you do something, it will give you something. Okay. In a similar way, here also you will get all the extensions via AI and APIs. They use extensions via Vertex AI and then they will use this. Okay. And coming to use cases. So now we understood what is the basic integrations for that, what it is, and then what is the data context, what is the security, okay, what is the customization that we can do on this. And the next important thing is the use cases. Use cases means where this particular chatbots or this particular AI can be leveraged in it. So as you know, for all SAP modules, currently I can say finance is there, you have your procurement, HR systems, Ariba, SuccessFactors, okay, and then data sphere, a lot of things are there, HR onboarding or supplier insights, invoice processing, financial closures, a lot of use cases are there in this zone. Okay, whereas in ChatGPT, it was no specific use cases. You just write it for writing or brainstorming or getting some coding snippets for that. Okay, that is what we are generally using. Okay, especially for non-SAP main people will use in ChatGPT who are doing full stack or kind of things. Okay, even that also have to give much number of prompts to it. It has to understand, refine. A lot of refinement needs to be done. Yeah. So, but whereas here it is not like that, it is connected to our internal SAP system. So there is no much refinements needed. It will generally get a right point of data for you whenever you want it. Okay. And coming to here, as you know, yes, this is also for your writing and summarization, summarizing the images and all kind of things only. This we are using right now in the Google channel. Okay. So these are all, as you're understanding the prospects, these are only for generic, not for specific works based. Okay. But here, if you can see, this is completely SAP is business focused. Okay, where you can understand that like we are going for at enterprise level only, not at non-enterprise level, which other GPTs will do. Okay, and what is the need of doing that as well? Nothing, right? So the target audience for all this particular thing will be mainly for your CFOs, your finance, the executive management, the business users, HR, supply chain, a lot of other module-based domains, cross domains, all the functional, technical, all these guys will be the target audience for this. Whereas here, it will be all your general consumers, all your developers, researchers, these will come into these buckets for this particular thing. Okay, so this is the major differences. So Joule is enterprise grade, SAP specific, secure and contextual to business, whereas your other co-pilots, these two are general AI assistants, like broad but not ERP context aware. Let me tell you that we bold that these two are not ERP context aware. They will not understand that. Okay, they will get what is in the web, or they will hallucinate. I'm telling again. So if you ask something, if you rely on these two, you are done. You should not rely on these two every time. Okay, this will get what is an SAP sites it is telling, it will tell to you, but they will not give you the exact solutions or exact data that you want. You cannot automate a solution. You cannot write something for the SAP snippets. No, you can't do anything in this. It might generate some sample code for you, but they won't be exactly useful for you. Okay, so but here these are the ones which will help you, because with this, you can internally write a full stack applications, you can automate a process, you can make a leave system, you can make a procurement invoice automation, a lot of things that you can do from Joule. So how you do what you do, you will learn in the training. That is what you're going to learn in the training. So coming back to the PPT here. Okay. Now let me explain architecture before I go to the PPT. So Joule's architecture will have majorly three things, guys. One is the core components, and second one will be your integration, and third is your responsible AI. Okay. What are core components means? We have Joule Studio. Let me show you in the second. Let me show you in the screen 1 second. Okay. So let me show you this. Yeah. So this is Joule Studio, your Joule skills, integration layer, and then security. So these are the four important things as part of the main core component structure. Okay, so Joule Studio is a customization space for us to design or build our skills. Skills means, for example, an application. So whatever the application that you want to build in Joule terminology, you'll call it as a skill. So that skills you will either design or customize in this space. Okay, and Joule skills specifically are there. These are all pre-built AI skills for finance, HR, procurement. You can use them, or you can use the customizing ones as well. So in this particular area, and integration layer is SAP BTP. Okay, on the platform where all this Joule Studio and Joule skills will be there is SAP BTP is your integration layer. Okay, and security, AI runs inside the SAP trust boundary. Okay, so people who have already having some questions, hey, whatever my data that is sending outside, no, data not sent outside, but data will be analyzed inside into your LLMs and other training models into it, but your data will never be shared outside. Okay, so this is about the security. Coming to integration, you have all the integrations are allowed here. As said, for integration you can do for S4, you can do for Ariba, you can do for, these are the common systems like DataSphere, or you can do for SuccessFactors, okay, or the field glass. Okay, a lot of modules are there. This, okay, and then this is a responsible AI I told, in which you have all the data privacy. Okay, you have no customer data used for running. Let me tell you, because all the LLMs has to be trained with some data. So that data we never use customer data. There is a separate databases that will be there, which will be trained by the LLMs. Okay, and then these will be having a governance with a complete role-based access. Okay, so think of Joule sitting on top of a BTP environment. It connects securely to your core applications via BTPs, APIs, and CDS use, and interprets your natural language queries. And based on your query, it will respond with actionable insights, all within SAP secure boundaries. Okay, which is not more into other kind of like security concerns that you are thinking on that. Okay, it will not be never like that. Okay, so in simple terms, it looks like this. For example, this is your Joule. This will be your large language models for dialogue management. Okay.
Hey, ZaranTech now offers SAP corporate training. That's right. Train your workforce in SAP with our comprehensive program. We offer customized courses, certified trainers, and hands-on labs for both individuals and businesses. Our standout features? Bespoke training, fully configured servers for practice, in-house materials, and a dedicated LMS. Plus, get session recordings and 24/7 support. From functional to technical modules, we have got it all. Choose ZaranTech for SAP training and watch your team excel. Learn, upskill, succeed with ZaranTech.
All your front-end UX. Okay, you ask something from the chatbot, right? So that will be your initial point here. User or UI, the chatbot. What is a Joule? So-called Joule. Okay, so in between when you ask or something, okay, Joule will have, like it will interact internally with this integrated ones, the S4 or whatever you're doing for that. Okay, all cloud solutions from Joule skills catalog. There is a thing called catalog wherein which Joule will like put all these things there, and from here you'll do all these things management. Okay, so basically there are some catalogs are there, like scenarios, knowledge, context catalogs. These things we will learn basically in the Joule training only. So from there actually it will be like categorizing and giving the responses again back to the user. That means it will be a bidirectional here. So this goes the response here, and now this will be gone. This is also multi-directional only. So like this is a simple diagram showing you how this generally works. So these all will be again on BTP platform. So what is the base here? Our SAP Build. Okay. So this is the architecture which we generally see as part of the zone. Okay. Now, so we go back into this. Yeah. So now we understood, right? So how does Joule work? As I said, it will understand your landscapes, provides the comprehensive responses, a lot of things, whatever you want to, the tailoring of your diverse user environments, enhancing the user experience. This will be there. But yes, on the key finance and, on enterprise use cases, for example, like in this group, there might be people from finance, people from HR, people from procurement, people from SAP. A lot of people will be there. A lot of use cases will be there, a lot of functionalities that we may expect on that. So specifically, I'll mention few, like finance, procurement, HR. So on finance level, what are the things that we can do? We can do a faster month-end closures because Joule generates closing task list easily for you, and automated journal entry suggestions, reconciliation support. Basically, this will detect the mismatches across the ledgers. As you doing with Excel, as you doing with some apps, taking a lot of time. So it will easily do it for you on behalf of that, and you can easily detects the mismatches across the ledgers as well. Okay, that is one such thing. Like this, many of the things we can do as part of general ledger AP kind of things as well. Okay, coming to procurement, this will give you a greater supplier negotiation insight. Like Joule can summarize the delivery delays, the pricing trends, okay, the invoices, the open purchase orders, what are the delay payments, a lot of things it can easily do. And it can even send emails also, because you sending some email, it's a different thing. Understanding and identifying, hey, these are the guys which and from the deliveries, these are not done, these are already out of date deliveries, or these are already pending amounts are there, kind of things, which you can detect and do something on that. Joule will do, if you do a kind of action to it, it will at a same date, same time, it will analyze that, it will send emails to the vendors as well on the delays of deliveries, or on the pricings, or even it will send emails on your some of the supplier relations also, what to do, what not to do for all these from your organization's perspective also. So it will compare supplier contracts also quickly, like on the procurement base. Okay. Yeah. So I'm just giving some scenarios what it can do. It can do a lot, but these are some sample things which I'm telling you. From HR also, if we can say, the talent insights, what are the attrition risk analysis, if you want to understand. For example, onboarding is happening, so onboarding help, you want a new employee has a lot of questions, so it will generate, or it will easily help for them, or it will generally onboarding kit, or the new employees are applying some leaves, they will help on this leave system, it will generate that leaves, it will send. For example, you are a manager, there might be two approval stages will be there. If the leaves are less than 3 days, it will automatically approve. The leaves are more than 3 days, it will go to the second level manager approval, a kind of flow that we generally set up in the organization. So this type of flows you can set in the Joule, and it will also help you to create all this kind of automation, and help to make the things whatever that are going in the process mode very delay, that will be eliminated easily. Okay, so imagine an AP manager asking, that means an account payable manager asking, which suppliers have overdue invoices above $100 or $100,000, whatever it might be. So this one, if you want to understand, you have to go provide details in your ECC or S4 HANA. You have to get the data, put it into Excel, and then you have to identify, do a VLOOKUP. A lot of things you have to do for that, right? But Joule instantly provides a table, charts, creation action tasks, like many things it will do at instantly, and it will give you the list of results also. So which means the turning of your hours of analysis into seconds, it's a quick thing for everyone, right? That's what everyone will look it for, like at an AI perspective. So that is what it will be delivered at this. This is how generally Joule work, guys. Okay. And then, so what makes Joule different? I already told you from other co-pilots, what are we doing also? Okay. So Joule is in action, as I said, like out of the box integration is there. So it show almost all functional modules things, For example, you can notice how the natural interaction is. No need to know the transaction codes or app names. People who are already in ECC, they might already felt happily when they move to Fiori, right? Because there is no T-codes kind of things in the public cloud kind of things. You just see an app, you just search it and do it. That's it. So in the similar way here, you don't need to search them also. You have to ask properly. So where Joule bridges the business questions with SAP data in the real time. Okay, so that is what that you can do as part of this. Okay, so this is how the general live screens looks like. This is the entire platform is built on SAP BTP. So for using Joule, you have to use SAP Build. SAP Build is the common platform which we leverage all the thing. So you can see here, you can create applications, and you can create the automated processes. You can create business suites, and then this is what the Joule skill. Okay. And if you see the Joule skill, this is how generally Joules look like. This is what the diamond icon, what I'm talking about. So everywhere, wherever you go, this diamond icon will be shown to you. This is called your Joule. That means the systems are integrated with Joule. Okay. So and not only that, this is where this is a common chatbot. You can see this is how you can start it. You can get results also from your systems, whatever you want. Okay. So you can see here, it is asking, can you please provide a detailed description for the ticket regarding the need for more data science training in our organization. So generating one, it is giving one. So like organization perspective. So these are all works on some charts. If you can, this is what you're going to learn in the training. So this is a trigger workflow. You will give the workflow. For example, this is my workflow. What is the workflow skill? Service ticket. Create a service now ticket. Further, you are integrating an action called HTTP, and you are putting some URL from where you have to generate that, and you are putting a simple thing. So this one, it will be generated as a chatbot for you in the later perspective when you integrated that. So from there, this will be picked into your organization. So like this, it will give you all the details as well. Okay. So now there comes a question like, okay, what is the customization? Now, whatever are there, that is okay. So what is the customization and extensibility? Yes, Joule Studio, it is built for custom skills for every enterprise, not only single. So let me tell you, though it is new, almost across the globe, 34,000 customers have already implemented that, and they're using in their organizations. If you think it is new, no, we are outdated. We have to think like that. 34,000 customers, guys. It is not a small number. After its launch in 2024 and till now, it means in 1 year, 34,000 customers enrolled that, and they already started using Accenture. The big insights are there. Accenture, including Accenture, like many top organizations are using Joule for their day-to-day, like work structures and capability improvements as well, and they have proved it also. So it is one such thing which I want to quote it. So you're not logged in SAP delivered skills. Let me tell you, with Joule Studio, IT teams also can design new skills, whether for finance KPIs or industry specific compliance or custom reporting, whatever you want. So it is the users can have a greater thumbs up, for the Joule learns and will improve for whatever you want on that. Okay. So this is about the whole story about Joule, guys. So these are the major benefits that you get. So let me tell you, to summarize, Joule is an enterprise-grade generation AI assistant. Unlike all the other co-pilots, this works directly with your SAP data in the real time. So enabling the faster decisions, less manual work, and more conventional or conversational way of using ERP. So the future of this SAP is not about transactions, it's about conversations. Okay, that is what we are doing with the SAP Joule. Yeah, I am now open for the floor for the questions. Please go ahead.
Hello,
Yeah.
audible.
Yeah, you're audible. Tell me.
So we saw that SAP Joule is working on BTP. So if I am heavily reliant on interfaces with other applications for my data, so how does that help me? How can I connect with those applications through Joule?
Yeah, that's a good question. That means all the non-SAP applications you're basically asking.
Yes, yes.
Okay, the third party kind of things. Okay. Yeah, you can. This is not about interface specifically. Joule itself is embedded inside the SAP applications. Okay, so native or external both are there. If you already have interfaces to external apps like Salesforce, Workday, or third-party logistics kind of things, Joule use them. Joule can use those same integration layers. It won't change them in the BTP. In BTP, we have a thing called destinations. So Joule can fetch data exposed via your OData APIs. Okay, so from there it will fetch it, and you can do the rest of work as is in the SAP. Okay, whatever the event mesh integration suite in BTP is there, they allow Joule to trigger or consume the external events as well, whatever you want to do it. So with that, in the custom Joule skills, you can build in Joule Studio. You can call those external APIs and applications, and you can do your further work of actions as well. For example, if you have a Salesforce integrated with S4HANA, so you can actually connect with the kind which I have just told you, and you can like make all your opportunities or other things in from Salesforce to S4HANA as well. Like that.
So is it only that event mesh or BTP is the only option for?
No, we have options in BTP. I'm just giving an example on that. But one thing you have to understand, Joule doesn't directly know non-SAP apps unless you are connecting. So it requires configuration. So that is the reason it is on BTP. In BTP, every non-SAP configuration is allowed. So you will be configuring BTP plus Joule Studio. So on BTP, you're calling all your external APIs. From there, it will connect, and it is an entry gate for you.
Does it support IDOCs?
Joule support IDOCs or BTP support IDOCs, you're asking?
Both. If my interfaces are right now working with IDOC and we're not moved to APIs, so how do Joule integrate there?
No, Joule does not directly process any IDOCs. Let me tell you, Joule is an AI conversational assistant, and this is on top of your SAP data and processes. So it won't do anything, but yes, it will talk to your CDS views. If you expose your IDOC status via APIs or CDS views, then it will talk to it, but it will not directly go. But BTP support IDOCs because it has full integration capabilities. So where I just told you integration suite, right, where it can send and receive IDOCs to or from your ECC or S4HANA, it will do it, but Joule will never do it. It is not the purpose of
it. Is a prerequisite to implement SAP Build, and then the Joule can be used, right?
Yes.
Thank you for that.
Yeah. Any questions, guys?
Sorry, I missed. I joined lately 10 minutes. I missed your introduction actually. Can you please introduce yourself and your experience in Joule and other applications?
Yeah, I'm having 20 years of experience in this industry, and for Joule specifically, I'm training, like ZaranTech from last 4 or 5 batches here. I have already done one Joule implementation in my corporation as well. Yeah, that's what.
Okay, thank you. As I said, customers wanted to analyze the data of $100, the delays of vendor, okay? And they are spending hours of time in Excel file. But trust me, I don't think so. No enterprise is doing that. We do have many SAC reports, with a click of button, and we are able to see the dashboards and everything. So how does it help? I mean, is it going to replace? How does it help?
No. Can you what are you using?
No, SAC reporting, dashboards. With the click of button, we are getting dash reports.
So you have already Joule integrated in your system?
No. SAC reporting with the help of SAC reporting.
I got it, because SAC Joule is already integrated. When customer is kind of already using SAP SAC for analysis, the SAC and Joule are completely now integrated. SAC without Joule have you can navigate your dashboards and do where KPIs are located, do all these kind of things. But when you integrate with SAC, what you can do is you can do a lot of conversational access to data. Instead of clicking through dashboards, as a user you can ask Joule, hey, show me my revenue trend for North America for last quarter, and Joule will understand that it queries your SAC models, basically what you built it, and returns a chart or numbers for you instantly. Okay, like even cross application context also, you can ask reporting data, you can do a lot of things on that. So SAC and Joule are tightly integrated. You can leverage that functionality and you can do that.
Okay, so does it create a dashboards also? When I say hey Joule, can you please create a dashboard with the different dimensions like a region and product and with a different segregation? Is it going to create a dashboards? And
No. Joule cannot design or no. A SAC dashboard creation is still a analytic activity. And yes, this might be, it's a crawling baby still in the market. It might mature in the next 2-3 years. But yes, right now it is not doing that. It is still part of analytic activity done by analyst. Okay. But what you can do with SAC from Joule is you can query and surface the insights. You can explain dashboards. You can make a shortcut to reports. You can combine SAC plus transactional data. Kind of these things you can do on that. That's what you make it on from the SAC level. Yeah.
so in that case, the usage is like very less minimal in that case. Just only conversation, right? Like how do we do with the chat GPT? The users will be able to do that, right? That's it.
Not you can say minimal. Yeah, when you start using it, you'll understand. Because if Joule can't build dashboards, then its usage is minimal is not a right statement. But actually, Joule plus SAC is about expanding the user access and actionability, not replacing your dashboard creation. Don't think about only that. You can, where it will add value is even many business users don't know which dashboard to open. Look, in that case, you can just write it, it will show you which dashboard you have. For example, as I said, for example, show me account payable overdue for India. So Joule will find that relevant chart and show it to you. In the same way, if you want to interpret any explanations, hey, I want to understand raw materials from vendor X, funder X and from certain percent in quarter 2, it will turn the data into insights automatically. Cross apps insight will be there. For executive people, Joule makes analytics accessible to everyone, not just analysts only. Kind of a lot of things are there. But future roadmap, SAP announced a tighter Joule SAC data sphere integration is there. There you might get all these things. But if you're ready with this will definitely help you for the next future roadmap, because future roadmap is that one only. It will move towards auto visualizations, create the instant charts, ad hoc queries, reduce the reliance on pre-built dashboards. A lot of things are there in the future roadmap. These are all you can leverage if you learn right now, right? That you can think in that way.
Okay, so through the BTP TCCs get connected, and the data access is like a transactional data, master data, and a customization, right? Let's say if a user is going to get any error while transacting anything, okay, if he is going to chart with the SAP Joule, like why the error is there, what is the reason? So is it going to give the answers?
What do you mean? I'm not understanding. It means,
let's say he's trying to post an accounting document, okay, he's getting an error, right? So GL account is blocked for postings, okay. So sometimes users may not understand what exactly it is. Is it going to do the conversation with the SAP Joule?
Yes. As if it's an SAP native embedded, right? Joule can help users understand and resolve SAP errors also. It has access to all the help documentation, all the business process context, all the system messages. Instead of showing just error, Joule can explain what the error means. It will suggest why it occurred in your system. It will guide the user to fix also. What can be the exact fix that you can do to do it as well. For example, the same thing which you have, for example, an account is not defined in the company code, because of that the error came. So your Joule will explain this error is not assigned because of a company code is not assigned under the account determination. So it will suggest you to go to the particular configuration panel and check it and do it. So it will provide a link to the configuration app also. If you're in public cloud, if you are in other thing, it will help you on that particular navigation links also. That will be do. It is a native to SAP. It will do.
Okay.
Yeah.
So with respect to AI, see, there is a fear, like replacement of human, right?
So, there is no such fear, because this is just helping humans on that. There is no replacement of humans here.
Okay.
Yeah, you can get easy life with this instead of making that thing. This is a very easy life.
Okay. So what would be the licensing cost for any enterprise to take?
Yeah, these are plans are there. We have to explore in SAP. There are some standard plans and pay as per usage plans are there. So this is what, as per your organization's, budgets and everything, you can just talk to the SAP. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, because usually I'm working with the SAP, and for every a query, we have a dashboards. Okay. Oh, I mean the efforts they are spending is very, very, very minimal actually. Click up.
Yeah. There are some plans like Joule based premium for consultants, developers, pay as you go. For premium, you can have all the consumption units, licensing metrics are there. There are some meterings are there where pay for additional usage beyond what's included for that. Or if you're in base model, you are limited for certain messages, certain prompts, and certain interactions only. Or that's what I told you. There are a lot of plans are there. You have to talk to SAP. I'm not the right person, but these are the plans which are there. But currently they're costly. Let me tell you that statement. These are costly, but how it works for you, what it works for you is what you have to decide for.
Yeah, because usually when they are going to purchase the licenses, analyze the cost, right? So whether it is going to get benefit, how, in which way it is going to get benefited. They are going to save the hours of efforts of employees, and how can, I mean, because cost analysis will be there, right? So is it going to justify? That's what I was looking for.
Yeah, it will definitely justify. Why not?
What sets ZaranTech apart in SAP corporate training? It's our unique blend of expertise and innovation. We offer customized courses tailored to each client's needs, ensuring relevant, targeted learning. Our vast trainer database brings you wisdom from the best in the field. Need resources? Access our extensive training material repository anytime. We are all about measurable results, providing detailed student metrics to track progress. And we don't just teach, we build community. Join our thriving social media network, connecting learners beyond boundaries. With ZaranTech, you are not just training, you are transforming your SAP expertise.
Yeah, I have a quick question actually. So when we say there is integration, how much is the integration will take place towards the Joule implementation? Is that a lot of integration, like all the backend systems and everything through BTP, or any plugin? I mean, by default, SAP is already have those integrations ready, built-in ready, and pre-content made it happen, generic searches, right? For example, I have this purchase order or purchase requisition number and give me the details. Kind of thing.
So there are two things out there. Integration, you're speaking on that. Integration with SAP, integration with non-SAP. If it is integration with SAP, this is already out-of-box integration is already embedded. So in public cloud, Joule is already enabled by default. People who are on SAP S for public cloud, they don't need to worry. It's already tightly integrated in it. In private and on-prem, so we have to enable certain via BTP extensions and connections through Joule entitlements, and then you are good to go. And your basic time frame from SAP within SAP with integration is 2 to 3 weeks. You just have to enable some things. On an enterprise but bigger rollouts, it will take nearly 6 to 8 weeks, including your testing and training. That's what you will do for SAP. With integration of non-SAP, what it does is, for example, as it Salesforce, Workday, or any custom channels are there, Joule cannot directly read your non-SAP apps, but you have to use a lot of integration. So that's what I told you in the first question. So the basic approach is you have to expose your all non-SAP data as API or OData services, first of all. And then you have to build relevant skills in the studio that consume these APIs. And then you have to test your conversational flows with security. And this will all generally take some time. For simple API integration, let's say fetching the open ticket from ServiceNow, it will take 3 to 4 weeks. So complex integration will take 2 to 3 months, depending on the API maturity and mapping. This is what generally the timelines are.
Okay, sounds good. So where the LLMs will be used, since it is integrated and getting the data and everything, how LLMs are used in this particular scenarios? I mean,
right. I understand.
SAP and SAP, how these LLMs are really trained, or some training need to be done. SAP is already having some
specific LLMs for SAP are there. LLMs in Joule are used only for understanding the user intent, basically to maintain your conversational context and summarizing the data, and all these things are there. They don't replace SAP business logic. They make it accessible conversationally only. So here, where they are using means, yes, we use for all NLU operations and orchestration of conversations, or, like whenever you're drafting the content, when you're generating the explanations, making some custom skill creations via Joule Studio. These are all dependent upon LLM only. Basically, LLM here helps to generate the query or API call patterns. So at that level, you're using that. And LLMs here do not fetch or own the business data. Okay, data always comes from S4HANA. LLM is only used for understanding and generating the natural language. That's it. So the moment when you are using a question, it will goes to LLM directly to understand the intent and context. From there, it will travel to the Joule orchestration layer, and then it will go to your SAP S4HANA, and the raw data will be returned. Finally, it will comes to LLM for summarizing and explaining your draft. So LLM is using to understanding and summarizing at input at output level. That's it.
So there is no need of specific training.
That's what customer data we will never train. Already, whatever the LLMs are there inside the thing, it is already trained.
Okay. So it's specifically some integrations and SAP already out of the box integrations like need to be set up.
That's what I told you.
We are up and running, not much
You don't train the LLM itself here. SAP provides the foundation model LLMs behind the Joule. So what you do is you configure and train on the business skills and context via Joule Studio. That's it. So your SAP, like all the partner LLMs are there, they maintain the base LLM. So you don't retain it with data. So to avoiding all the risk and complexity, you will connect your export core systems and you will start, making the data context injections to it. Data is not used to retain the model. Instead, context is injected at the right time, runtime for that. So that's how it generally, works for you.
Okay. And this chatbot you showed, is that already readily available kind of a thing? That
as a skill, it is available, but in this training, we will learn how you, create a, this BPA, the business process automation. For 2-3 scenarios, I will show you one with BPA, one with full stack, one with business build apps. 3 scenarios we majorly cover the practical things on this. Yeah, in this training, you'll understand there.
Okay, so once chatbot is created, that can be placed on any of the corporate website or something like that.
Chatbot is already there. In Studio, you have to, whatever in your organizational BTP main environment is there. Under this, whatever the skills in the Joule Studio are there, it will be incorporated. It's not that chatbot is incorporating, the skill is incorporating. So wherever it wants, you can actually expose it and you can use it.
Okay. Basically, the code snippet that will
kind of, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
How does this SAP Joule leverage AI to assist with the identification for cleansing of a source data during the master data migration projects?
Cleansing of source data, no?
Yeah.
Specifically not on the AI Joule, but AI, there are some AI. See, guys, I want to tell you one thing. It's not only Joule. There are many things in SAP for AI that will work for us, like intelligence of data intelligence and data sphere, embedded AI is there, business AI services are there, a lot of things are there. Specifically, can Joule do this means, I have to check those on the master data's perspective. Joule does not perform any cleansing directly, but it can surface your data quality issues and explain the issues in the plain language, and it will monitor your data KPIs. These things it will do. It cannot merge and standardize your cleansing records also by itself. So actual cleansing generally, as you said, your core team, MDG team has to do that. But if you want to use it, you can do some of the AI insights. There are some things called SAP S for an embedded AI, wherein which AI can detect the duplicate during your duplication creations or master data issues. There it will help you to predict and remove those records kind of things. That type of cleansing when done by embedded AI, not by Joule. Joule can't do that right now in this level. Might be in future it might be, but right now it is no such provision for that.
So does it facilitate automated validation and reconciliation of master data between source and target SAP systems?
Yeah, that will be there. Automations you can do from Joule.
Okay. So how come that Joule provide like a suggestions or alerts when descriptions are defect during any validation of it, or if any issues occurs?
That's what I told, right? See, for example, Joule itself is not an RP or ETL engine, boss. But it can trigger and orchestrate your automations through integrations. So how means through integrations only. So triggering your automations will be done by Joule skills. So Joule will be configured with some custom skill in the Joule Studio, which you develop. So it will call that through your BPA process or MDG workflow, whatever you call, or through integrations or whatever it might be needed. So it will call an automation BTP bot triggering your migration jobs. For example, if you want to start a vendor master data sync from ECC to S4HANA Cloud, you can ask that. So Joule will call that through your automation bots, but it will confirm back with all the sync, whether it is started, how much time it will take, a lot of these things it will do. Okay, so this will all be done through your source and target automation handling by your BTP process automation stack, which will be there on the platform. So that is the main thing which will help you on that.
So what about the accuracy for data? Is it an 100%? Can we go ahead with whatever the information provided by the Joule, or we need to validate? So, I just wanted to understand. Yeah.
Yes. See, when Joule pulls the data from these kind of things, the accuracy is 100% because it is querying your live transactional master data via APIs or CDS views, which are in SAP. So I can say Joule is 100% accurate in retrieving SAP data because all your things are directly from the system of record only. So it is not hallucinating anything, because accuracy may vary in natural language interpretations, summarizations, but That is the reason SAP has a built-in governance also, wherein which what to ask, what not to, as a human in the loop approach to ensure Joule augments the decision making, not replacing the accountability of it. So the answers, whatever it will give, is 100% accurate. Okay, high accurate, but not guaranteed until or unless you are doing some of other summarization or interpretations are doing deviating in that. Yeah, that will be a second cost factor for you. Yeah.
And like accuracy of when we integrated with the third party tools, because in our company, like we are using like for posting of an invoice, whether it is or FI invoices, we are using a separate tool called the cloud-based tool, Invoice Tracker. So when the data movement happen between this one a third party tool, so like how accuracy the data would be?
I cannot say with the third party tools, accuracy depends upon your API quality, because the data mapping, as you said, the sync frequency, this typically vary. So I can say the accuracy will be around 90 to 98%. It's not 100%. Because customer facing side will be there where your accuracy pyramid will be built on it. If it is SAP, no, not 100%. If it is non-SAP, all your legacy interfaces will deviate with percentage, as I said. So if they are not pure, they are not quality, and they are not good, your accuracy might go down. But usually the total average which we have seen with the externals is 90 to 98%. Yeah, that is accuracy.
Okay, so SAP Joule is not one product, like under that sub product will be there. That's what
no, it's a single product only. Single product.
Okay. Yeah.
It is a sub-product under BTP. There is no sub-product for it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Any other questions, guys?
Kubo is to learn SAP Joule. What kind of knowledge? Like, do we need to have a technical knowledge, like about anything like that? Or SQL, something like that?
Basically, you should be a good prompt engineering for this. You should know how to ask questions also, like, all other tools like that. Yes, prerequisites means technically, if you have S4 knowledge, very good. If you have BTP, very good, as I already stated in the initial time of the session. Specifically on the BTP, like on how to handle global account, how to integrate build work zone, Fiori Launchpad, destination configuration, entitlements, AA core, AA foundation services for advanced use cases. If you know these, this will be good enough. Not SAP ABAP. These will not be recommended. These are not required also for job. Yeah.
So BT is a mandatory, you can say indirectly.
Not mandatory. BTP is important, but anyways, I'll show you in the sessions only these things. So you don't need separate training for that. Whatever is required for Joule, I'm showing you on the BTP. Not complete BTP. Whatever required for Joule BTP, I'll train you on that.
Okay, thank you. Is there certification for this?
The completion training certificate will be there. I think so. Now the support will take support. Nitin, you're there?
No, from SAP I'm talking about.
That certification is not there. There is a generative AI certification is there from SAP, but especially for Joule, they have not yet given. Might be in the next quarter they might release that. Yeah.
Oh.
And can we develop any use cases by the technical consultant if anything is required, or whatever is available we have to use?
No. You can. That's what I mean. Customization is there. You can create your use cases, own use cases.
Okay.
That is how the value of the Joule is getting increased, right? If there is already few there, you have to use that. What is the need of buying a product? You can do a lot of customization on that. And that's what I told you. The financial month-end closes, supplier risk analysis, a lot of skills I told you. These are all you can do from start to build, and you can deploy in your environments as well.
Okay, these all are going to be developed by using LLMs, right?
Not LLM, basically, you will frame the natural language, that's it. But the main thing will be through SAP Build. You develop through Build only. Okay, Nitin, go ahead and show the LMS portal now. Yeah, thank you. Thanks all.
Devo, I have one question.
Yeah, tell me.
What is the role of any functional consultant in Joule implementation?
Role of functional consultant means, when we learn Joule, what happens, like we will get to whatever the complex process we are driving right now will be easy for us. We can easily identify use cases, configure the validation, the good skills on bringing the business technical teams, and especially on the change management adoptions, this will help us in the Joule specifically on that. Okay. On the what are the business pain points I told you, right? That can be easily been addressed rather than in public cloud environments, other environments. With the Joule, it will be very easy for us.
Okay. Yeah.
So what I understand is for standard processes, Joule skill is already there. For example, if we are building some custom applications, new Fiori applications or new custom applications, we have to set up the skill for that, right? Or
yes. Not for all standard also it was there. Much of the SAP left for customization only because the processes are getting deviated for a company to company, their requirements. So you have to use that and you have to tweak it whatever the way you want. That's all. It's like a ready bin for you where you can tweak it. It's not completely cooked for you. Yeah. The ingredients are kept in a bowl and you have to cook it as per your need. That's it.
One question here. So if I have a custom transaction doing some analysis and reporting, can I train that logic in Joule?
What is this custom transaction?
Yes. So I have a custom PLM process and the impact analysis of a change. We are doing a custom transaction for it, fetching data from SAP database itself. So can I train Joule to do that activity?
PLM activity, you said, right? Right. So yeah, it will be, but not out of the box. You need to teach Joule how to fetch and interpret the customer data, wherein which you have to expose your Z transactions in PLM or impact analysis, what you said, or the so-called CDS user or data services. Then once you expose that, you can build a custom skill in Joule Studio, and then you can take it for whatever the way you want it. But Joule cannot learn your custom transactions automatically. You have to map the logic via CDS views. Then only it will understand. It does not replace your complete transaction. It will. Yeah, tell me.
That will need some ABAP assistance for doing that, right?
Yes.
Okay, but we can train them to have some logic understanding and
right. On PLM, I can say one thing which is in mind. Without Joule, generally user runs what your Z transaction. They enter some material and plant and they get some report. But with Joule, user can ask like which bombs will be impacted if I change material 1, 2, 3. If you ask that, Joule will run a custom skill. It fetches data via CDS API and responds that these my number of bombs will be impacted for plant number. These are the critical ones in the plant. It will show you a kind of information. So hope this is how you're looking also for the PLM impact analysis.
Yes.
Right. This is what it will help you definitely in that. Okay. You can try. Yeah. All right. Thanks everyone. Yeah. Thanks everyone. Bye bye. Take care. Yeah.
Great session. Thank you so much. Bye.